All right, PSG Vesta Derby Oaks versus Cortez Rose.
That's a non-payment, Judge.
Hello,
Hello, I'm looking for Mr. Cortez Rose.
Cortez. You said it right the first time.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Rhodes. This is
You okay?
this is Judge Tanisha Hickerson, and we are on record in evictions court here in Jefferson County, trying to see if you're trying to pay and stay, if you're trying to vacate this unit.
Hey, what?
This is eviction court.
Why is the eviction court calling me? We didn't have to go to court. I paid.
Okay, let me see if I have an update from the property manager or not. Mr. Rose is under belief that there was a payment, Mr. Board.
It's just for April, right?
Wait. And it might have been that you paid something, but not everything. I'm not even, and then
He had a remaining balance, remaining with his payment plan that he failed to pay in a timely manner, so he was sent to eviction.
I'm sorry. So he was on a payment plan. He failed to pay that in a timely manner. So then it's promptly eviction. Is that what you said, Mr. Board?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm on record. You can't cuss. So you would have gotten that notice to be in court because apparently whatever payment.
Ma'am, they ain't sent me a notice. They ain't said nothing to me.
It would have.
They said I paid them.
Judge, I can't understand him. I'm so sorry. He's speaking too fast.
The payment plan he's talking about, I just missed.
You dismissed or you just missed?
I just missed on the 21st
Of what month?
of this month that just passed of May.
Okay, he's saying that he just missed his first payment in the payment plan in May. This eviction is from, let's see, a failure.
April.
It's still for April, but it was filed April 23rd. So let me just ask that, Mr. Board,
Yes.
has there been any payments accepted since April 23rd?
No, ma'am.
All right, so
That's not true. I just gave them.
Mr.
I'm gonna
Rose.
walk down there.
Mr. Rose, no, okay, Mr. Rose, when was the last time you believe you paid?
He know I paid.
No, Mr. Rose, you have got to calm down, okay? Okay? And again, let me just put you under oath real quick. I need you to, do you swear or affirm the information you provide, the testimony you provide today to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so I'll help you?
Yes.
Okay. Based on your records, when was the last time you believe you paid?
This money order is dated 5/15/25. I have three money orders that's dated from April where I gave them $1,300.
But what date was that in April?
Victor, you need to look up your records while he's looking up his.
That's what I'm doing now. So it looks like we did receive a payment.
Wait.
Hold on,
He was speaking.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you still checking your records?
I'm trying to find my receipt.
Okay, well, let's just start with the one from 5/15. Mr. Board, any notice, any paper trail from that on y'all's end?
Yes, ma'am. I have the payment for 5/15, 2025. I have a signed payment arrangement that says if he does fail to repay the other remaining portion, which was $487, that we are obligated to proceed.
Mr. Miller?
Did he sign a waiver? Is there a waiver in there where he said that you can accept the money and he has to pay in a timely manner the rest of it? I don't know what document.
No,
Yes, sir.
We'll
Huh?
need that.
Yes, basically it says that he has to pay that first portion, which was the 807, and then he has last time limit to pay the remaining amount, which was 487, and he failed to do that, so we proceeded with the eviction.
Okay, but did you accept the payment on 5/15?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, and what you're saying is that he has not fulfilled the rest of his agreement.
Correct.
Okay, how much does he owe now?
At this point, he's at $1,524.90.
Okay.
That's this much rent.
I'm gonna tell you this time, it's taking more than the court's time, so we'll have to pass this for a hearing, because I'll need to look at all documents to see if there was any type of a waiver by accepting that payment. And so we can go to my hearing date, which is June 9th at 1 p.m. Okay, because I'll need to see what the agreement was and whether or not acceptance of that payment then would make this eviction that was filed. I think when I had this eviction filed.
That was filed in April. I gave them
No,
$1,300.
it doesn't always work like that if there is a.
Judge, I understand, and I'll take a look at the documents and we'll figure it out.
Okay, so what you want to do is I'm passing this to next Monday for a hearing, just so you could be present. You should be present if you want to bring all the documents that you have, Mr. Rhodes. But you can also try to work with Mr. Board and the property manager before then to see if there's anything that you guys can clear up. Listen to me, Mr. Rhodes, that you can clear up and reach an agreement. Okay, but right now, there's an eviction pending. Again, I'll have to look at that agreement that you signed. And then what you, let me finish. I have to look at that agreement that you signed, what it says, and evaluate whether or not accepting that payment will allow them to go forth, or whether or not it'll be right for dismissal. But in the meantime, I do advise you to try to very cordially, very respectfully try to work with the property manager just to see what may be going on. You may actually be able to reach a resolution with payment before this next court date, okay? That's what I can tell you. That's all I
So
can
I
tell.
can take nothing right now. That's not my phone to talk to me.
First
I
off,
can't say
Mr.
nothing right now.
Rose, Mr. Rose, Mr. Rose.
They
There,
smelling my face.
Mr. Rose, there's a whole procedure and process. I'm not going forth with the eviction hearing.
I ain't get to me
Well-
taking my money. I could have moved.
I
They
don't
took
know.
my money.
Listen,
They took my $1,300.
and you're still there,
They
so
took my $800. If they was gonna evict me with the $1,500, then they should have not took my $800.
I don't know.
He smiles in my face. I see them all the time.
This is my thing. He is just doing his job, and you want to look at that agreement and just see what your obligations are for something you signed. That's all I'm telling you. Next court date is going to be June 9th at 11 a.m. I will continue to hear you out like I've heard you today. But you will need to have all your documentation, all your payments, and then we will see where we're at that next court date, okay? In the meantime, again, you might want to work it out. You might be able to work something out with them because again, he's just doing his job and you'll go from there, okay?
Judge, ask him if he'd go to the office.
One moment. Let me hear from the attorney real quick, Mr. Rose, real quick, and I'll let you know what he says if you can't hear. Mr. Miller?
Yes, if he'll peacefully go to the office and talk to Victor, I'm sure they can take a look at what's going on, and Victor will send me the documents. And
Okay.
as soon as he does that, maybe we can resolve this.
Okay. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting, let's see if everybody can get on the same page. The lawyer just reiterated, I said, go to the office. Remember, calm, cool, collective, and just see what
That's crazy.
we are listening. Sir, first of all, we called your phone as a courtesy.
Can't be. You keep cutting me off.
Because
Why are you listening?
you know why?
keep cutting
Let me
off?
because I'm trying to save you from yourself, and as a judge, I'm in here every
Can't save
day.
me for myself. All I gotta do is move. I'm on disability. What you saving me from?
I'm sorry,
What you
Judge.
saving me from?
So
I'm
at this
already broke.
time-
I already don't have nothing. I gave them the last of my money.
At this
He's
time,
on
that
some bullshit.
concludes
I'm
that.
sorry for being upset.
That's that.
I'm
You
not
are
upset with you.
excused. You are
But Victor didn't
excused.
have to do it
You
like
are
that. And they didn't
excused.
tell
Have a
me
good
what I said.
day.
The paper-
All right, try my best. Try my best. Patience.
Yep. Okay. Go.
Will you hand me my screen box?
Now go.
Devontae June Taylor and Denise Eli Tuckenberry versus
Yeah.
Michael Corday McKinney.
Yes.
Mr. McKinney is not present. I see a Miss Bagwell. Miss Bagwell, are you here for this hearing?
No, Your Honor, I'm not. I'm a summer associate. I was just observing for educational purposes.
I hope it's been educational.
It has, Your Honor. Thank you.
Welcome. All right.
Thank you.
So, Miss Mr. and Mrs. Mr. I guess Taylor, Miss Tuckenberry, you are here for alleging that there was some sort of fraud.
Yes.
All right, here we go. All right, so you have filed an affidavit and a request for default judgment. Tell me what happened.
A loan was made to a friend of mine who I hadn't seen in years. We were going to go into some kind of business, into lawn care. Okay. He asked me to loan him my money so he could start the business.
Okay, so hold on. So
Okay.
this is Mr. McKinney.
Yes.
All right, so Mr. McKinney and you haven't talked in years, and then y'all start talking to each other about a business.
Yeah, he found me on Facebook, and we like knew each other from high school.
Okay.
Okay. So he was talking to me about the lawn care business, and it sounded good to me because I know you can make money off the lawn care business. But like I said, he asked me for the loan and I loaned him the money. And when I loaned him the money, we had a verbal agreement that he would pay me back my money.
Did you just listen to the last hit case, Ms. Tuckenberry?
Yes.
All right, so you're starting a business with somebody who you haven't seen since high school.
Yeah, we weren't starting a business together. I was loaning him the money.
Okay, so why couldn't he go to a bank?
He has 3 jobs. He works like 7 days a week. He has money.
So then why did he need your money?
Oh, I had money. I had money saved up. So I was going to start a business. But when me and him started talking, it sounded good what he was talking about. He was going to start the lawn care business, and then he was going to come and train me on the lawn care business. I was going to get my own set of lawn care equipment.
Okay, so what was the money how much did you loan him?
Okay, I loaned him $56,000, like from,
Wait, whoa, $56,000?
yes.
Did you have anything in writing?
No, just a verbal agreement, and I have like my receipts from the bank and everything else. But 56,000 is not the total amount. The total, go ahead.
Mr. Taylor, how are you involved in this?
He's severely autistic. It's
Okay.
just that some of that money was his money, our money saved.
All right, so Miss, why would you give somebody that amount of money with no documentation or anything?
Because by him having all those jobs, he gets a good amount of income.
Which means he could have paid himself, but why would he need your $56,000 plus?
His money was already tied up in things. Like, I was so anxious. I wanted to get this business started, and it can make money. But the defendant,
Ms. Tuckenberry,
yes.
you're one of those people where if you get an idea in your head, you're not going to be dissuaded. And unfortunately, you got an idea in your head that you were going to start a business, and you took $56,000 plus and just handed it to somebody with no documentation.
Yeah, Your Honor, may sound strange, but I've never done anything like that before in my life. I know about scams. I know about romance scams. I know about all kinds of things that happen, but I think I'm under so much pressure taking care of my son. I take care of him totally. You know, he has so many
I
needs.
have a son who's on the spectrum.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of stress. And I think that he got the loans because I was vulnerable and I was distracted because I've never done anything like that. And I needed something like I'll be 65 in September. I needed something like to make some money, to like, build for my future, like to have some kind of income. And I had a business plan in mind. It would work, but I just didn't think that he would steal my money. I really didn't think that he would do that.
Report it to the police.
Hmm?
Did you report it to the police?
Did I just set up, this case?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you said that he came to you and asked for a loan. What were the terms of the loan?
Okay. He got the loans and he was supposed to pay me back June the 10th, 2024. Everything, every penny. But
And how much did he get from you?
totally he got like $65,750. And this is why it jumped from the $56,000. I sent him a wire transfer of $9,000 from Wells Fargo Bank to Fifth Third Bank, his bank. Fifth Third stole the $9,000.
Ma'am, banks don't steal money.
Okay. Well, they held it. I'll say it like that.
Who
I
told you that?
I have been in contact with Wells Fargo and Fifth Third for like 7 months trying to get my money back from them. Whatever they did with it, it was
You
in
sent-
their system.
You sent it to whom?
I sent it to the defendant.
And now Fifth Third and Wells Fargo are saying they don't have that money.
No. It took me 7 months, and I finally got in touch with the president's office of Fifth Third Bank, and they found the money. But the defendant set it up where it still went into his account. So that's why my $56,000 went to $65,750. Well, I mean, Fifth Third Bank had my $9,000 I was sending to him, and they kept it, and nobody would answer questions or anything. And then the Financial Bureau made Fifth Third Bank give me my money back. But when they were giving me my money back, the defendant had it transferred into his account because originally it was supposed to go to his account. After it was lost with Fifth Third Bank, I sent all kinds of letters and everything else. So they would return that $9,000 to me. Now this is another part to that. When Fifth Third Bank had my money and they didn't return it, the defendant was pressuring me because he needed the money to get more lawn care equipment. And so I gave him $9,000.
Did you ever see any lawn care equipment?
He showed me some pictures, but it didn't even occur to me that he may not be telling the truth about the lawn care stuff. I mean, I was so wrapped up in thinking, okay, I'm gonna get my business started. I'm taking care of my son, totally distracted because I have to think for me and for him. And I didn't think that the defendant would scam me. Yeah, he showed me some pictures. He showed me pictures of the trailer. He showed me pictures of the riding lawnmower, and then things need to
I
do.
can show you pictures of a rocket ship. It doesn't make any
Exactly. I swear my mind frame, I don't know where it was because
Well,
I'm
this breaks
just
my heart, Ms. Tuckerberry. Miss Powell, was Mr. McKinney ever served in this case?
1 second, Your Honor. Let me check.
he was served by me like 3 times and then
Hold on, ma'am. Hold on.
okay.
This is not legally.
Okay. Your Honor,
Yes, ma'am.
he was served, like I said, by me, and I turned those papers into you all, into the court, and they're filed. And then Miss Kiera sent them one last week.
Ms. Tuckerberry.
So the affidavit of service the date for that is March 26th.
Okay, and who was he served by?
Certificate of service. I'm sorry, the certificate of service was March 26th. The affidavit of service was filed on April 14th. And then we did send service as well for the Real Nice Eye.
Okay, when I said who was he served by, so the original complaint was served by the sheriff's office?
Yes, ma'am. I'm looking into it to double check, but I believe so.
Yeah, did he file an answer of any kind?
He has not responded to the case at all.
Okay, all right. So the court is going to grant you the amount of $73,960. That's $65,700 in principal, $4,000 in attorney's fee. Well, no, you don't have an attorney, so I can't give you attorney's fees.
Yeah.
$537 in court costs, and you're asking for prejudgment interest. And I'll go ahead and grant you whatever prejudgment interest you're entitled to. Okay? All right, now, Miss Tuckerberry, listen
Yes.
carefully. I don't understand why people don't understand this. But you don't ever give anybody money on just a say so.
Yeah.
You don't ever exchange money for anything that doesn't have paper backup with it. If somebody tells you, well, I'm going to start a business, and they have a business, well, you want to know, okay, well, who've you worked for before? Can I get, can I talk to your clients? Can I see your work? Can I see the actual, because you weren't even giving him money to start your own business. You were
Right.
giving him money to support. If somebody's telling you, I'm working 3 jobs and I have all this money, think about now what sense it makes to be working 3 jobs and you can't get a loan, and you don't have any money to do something else that you working 3 jobs and your money is tied up in other stuff, but you don't have any money, and you got to come to a vulnerable person who's taking care of another vulnerable person and take their money.
Yeah. All my life, I've seen all kinds of scams and everything else. I didn't think I was in one.
People get excited when folks start talking. I've seen it so many times. Well, we're going to start a business and we're going to do this. And they get that hype language.
Yeah.
But they never see profit and loss statements. They never see tax returns from his current business. They never see anything in writing that says, I have successfully started a business and I am going to use the money in the right way. Everything he showed you, he could have gotten off the internet.
Yep. Yeah. And I didn't think that all the way until the part where he told me, well, I think we should just like separate and all of this kind of stuff. And I'm like, what about the lawn care? It never entered my mind for this person that he would do this. It just never. And the pictures, you know what I'm saying? I saw the pictures.
Okay. So, ma'am, I'm going to give you the judgment. I don't know that you're going to be able to collect it, but if I were you, I would get an attorney to help you collect it. Because you're not going to be able to navigate what it takes by yourself.
Right. Your Honor.
But number 2.
Okay.
This sounds like a classic romance scam or fraud. So you may want to report it to the police. I know sometimes people get embarrassed, but he may be doing this to other people.
Okay.
If I were you, I'd file a police report. So just go down to the police station or call the non-emergency number. Because he not only defrauded you, he defrauded your son. Your son has a disability, so he's taking money from a vulnerable person.
Yes.
That's somebody we need to get off the street.
Okay. Those numbers that you quoted to me, can you quote them to me again?
It'll be in the order.
Okay, thank you.
A copy of the order, but yeah, you're not entitled to attorney's fees.
Okay.
But like I said, collecting money is hard. So you may wish to get you an attorney, because if he's doing things that are fraudulent, that money ain't going to be easy to find, and he's not going to willingly give it back to you.
Okay.
All right, but Ms. Tuckenberry, please, please, please. Like, think critically about stuff. He may be talking sweet in your ear, but think about the fact that, why would a man who is so successful need your money?
Right. Absolutely.
All right, so we'll get the order out to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Your Honor.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
You have got to be kidding me. What is going on today? This is a joke. Today is absolutely an interpreter.
I need an interpreter when I cannot express myself somewhere.
Oh my God, sir, put that cigarette out. I don't give a crap that you are outside of this. What is wrong with everybody today? You know what, Miss Reed, we're going to start bringing people in person. We're going to learn how to act in a courtroom. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Ma'am? Ma'am? Can you hear it? Okay. I'm sitting up here, I'm the one that needs a drink.